Okay, I'm going to show you today how to beat the Scarab King in the Doom Tower hard with a low budget team. You don't need crazy characters to beat the Scarab King. So, I think Reliquary Tender is going to be one of the VIPs of this team. She's going to help you with getting through those two waves, because with a low budget team you can't really clear those two waves too fast. Sometimes it takes a little bit of RNG to get past them, but for the most part, if you get the right kind of gear, you don't really need Masteries on her, but you could use them, that would help. But for me, I found that you don't really need to use the Masteries. It's her heals. She removes all debuffs from all allies and places a 15% continuous heal buff on them for 2 turns. What she's really known for is her revive. As a rare, her revive is pretty amazing, or having a revive is pretty amazing. Revives an ally with 30% HP and fills a turn meter by 30%. So that's it's pretty straightforward there. She can revive and she can heal a little bit. So her artifacts, I have some good gear on her. You're gonna need, so with this team comp, you're gonna need to have them all around the same kind of speed, because they're gonna be having to go in order, and I'll tell you that, and I'll tell you the reason for that in a minute. So she has kind of mixed gear there, but it is pretty nice gear. Then we'll go on to the main component of this team. It's gonna be a lure. You're gonna need to have her. She's probably the only thing that some people might not have. You could maybe use an armor. There's a couple other champions that you could probably use that are a little easier to get than Allure, but she is gonna be guaranteeing. This is for hard content. This is for Doom Tower hard. So it's like, if you're gonna be able to get this high in Doom Tower, there's a good chance that you probably will have Allure. I'm only using her for her A1. That's it. Attacks 3 enemies or 3 times at random. Decreases the target's turn meter by 25% on a critical hit. So 3 times at random. That's times that by 25. That's 75% getting rid of the turn meter. So that's amazing. You want to get her around the same speed. I have all my guys around 220, 230. I think one's like in the 217 area. So it's nothing crazy, but it's pretty fast. You're going to need a little bit of health and defense to get past those 2 waves in the beginning. Try to get all your people up to at least close to 100% crit rate. The crit damage doesn't matter too much on the support characters. Accuracy is very important. I believe you need about 250 and above for the accuracy. Her Masteries, she has Giant Slayer on her, and then she has these ones for the accuracy, so those are pretty good to have. Then we go on to Haikatoon. She's going to be our lead. She's the free to play. Like, you're going to get her in their daily login after, I think, was it 90 days or something. I have her around that same kind of speed threshold, 219. She got some health, some defense. Try to get her as high a crit rate as you can. Now I put her, my Haikatoon, in a destroy set just to help kind of get that shield down off the Scarab King faster. So we got that destroy set on there. Getting some attack, and we kind of build her a little strong, like a hitter. I put her in War Master. I just just basic stuff for the Masteries. There's nothing really important for the Masteries that you'll need. Alright, so Cold Heart, she is a rare, and she could be a little hard to get sometimes, but I think now that the game's a little older, it's a little easier to get Cold Hearts. They give you Void Shards more often. She's pretty critical with the speeding up this fight. You could probably get away with someone else, just put them in a destroy set and slowly pick at the Scarab King, but Cold Heart will speed up the fight a lot more. The reason for that is because, if you don't know, she has Heartseeker. Attacks 1 enemy, decreases the target's turn meter by 100%, has an extra 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit, damage increase according to the max HP of the enemy. So for 1, she decreases the turn meter by 100%. So that's Allure should be able to handle this by herself, but Heartseeker is for those emergency situations. For 2, she can decrease the enemy max HP by quite a bit, and that eats the shield really fast. Like, you have Haikatoon and other people picking up the shield and doing a little bit, and then once Cold Heart uses her Heartseeker, that little bit turns into like 4 times as much or 5 times. It's like 5 moves at once. So that is that's Cold Heart with her Heart Seeker. And there's one more key component. There's 2 options for this for an easier or a low budget team. I use Logic Falcon Heart because I have him. What you need is this move right here, Falcon's Wings. So this places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns, equal to 20% of his champion's max HP. So that whole max HP part really isn't that important. You just have to make sure that you have his speed around the same speed as your whole team. So you to be safe, you should probably put him maybe at the lowest speed, but I found it doesn't really matter. You can just put them in the same kind of category as long as they don't overlap each other in speed. I do have him in a shield set. This is also very important. You want to pick one of your characters to put in the shield set, just because in the beginning, if you wanted to just put it on auto, which this team does work really good on auto, all you have to do is once he gets to the Scarab King, they'll have that shield buff already on him, and that shield buff lasts for 2 turns. So this right here in artifacts, so he'll have, or 3 turns, HP ally shield for 3 turns. That's more than enough for Logic to put on one more shield. When you get to the Scarab King, you'll have this shield right here for 3 turns, and then that gives him plenty of time, because this is a 2-turn cooldown. That gives him plenty of time to put this shield on, and this also lasts for 2 turns, so it's like a constant refresh of the shield. And another great candidate for this position is this little guy right here, Metal Shaper. Metal Shaper has Fortified Steel, places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield is proportional to the champion level. So see that 2-turn cooldown, and see how it lasts for 2 turns? That's what you want. Now I have Cold Heart in a destroy set, and I have High Katoon in a destroy set. Like I said, that's key. That's very important. So we go over to the Doom Tower. We're in hard. Alright, before we get started in this one, we're going to go to team setup. So this is the team, this is what I have them. I have High Katoon as lead. We go to team setup. So what you want to do is High Katoon, she can use whatever she wants, just because you got to get her past those waves. She also has the increased speed and decreased speed for the boss, which helps out a lot. So we'll go on to Logic. You want to put this on a no-go. We do not use holdout. We don't need that. We don't want it. It could interfere with his rotation for the Falcon's Wings. So get rid of holdout. Allure, we don't need those 2. That Psychic Whip helps out a lot with those waves. These other ones wouldn't just help too much. Cold Heart, she's great. Use all of it. And same with Reliquary Tender. You can use all the stuff on her because she's very useful for the waves. So let's get into it. So the shield's not too important. Helps with, taking away some of the damage. And we got the decreased turn meter to help out with, just them not attacking. Cold Heart's going to be doing most of the damage here. And Reliquary Tender is also going to be helpful for if someone dies, because someone could possibly very well die. It happens. Especially in the second wave. First wave is pretty easy to get by. You don't have to worry too much about the first wave. Second wave, though, could be a pain. Sometimes RNG sucks too. Okay, good. So if she would have used her Psychic Whip on that Crimson Helm, she would have kept that Immortal on, and that would have been annoying. Would have made the run last a lot longer. The only probably part that would probably improve this team would be to get someone that can remove buffs, so you don't have to worry about that. but everyone has a key component in this team. Everyone's has their own usefulness. Alright, second wave. I usually target the man-eater because I don't want him to put up his unkillable, but I've done this without targeting anyone, so you should be okay to do that too. This is when he might, those turvodes might kill someone, so this is important to have Reliquity Twinder in there. Get those heals. And as you can see, I'm not worried about my cooldowns. It's fine. You don't need to have anything on cooldown because when you're going into that Scarab King fight, you're gonna have the shield already built in. So okay, looks like we lost one. And now we're back to life. And we're about to finish off these turvodes. Get some heals. Alright, now we're into the Scarab King. Let's see how it goes. So turn meter's already going down, and now we got the shield up, so we don't have to worry about the shield at all. If I can get that decreased speed on Scarab King from Haikatoon, that helps out with not having to worry too much. I mean, we really don't have to worry at all, but nope, didn't get it yet. So we all have our speed buffs on. He's getting pretty close. And then the Heartseeker procs, that's nice. Took down quite a bit of his shield. And then it just rotates with Logic's shield. I still haven't gotten a decreased speed from Haikatoon on here yet. Been waiting for that. Once you get that on the Scarab King, there really is nothing to worry about. I mean, there's really not much to worry about right now, but it makes you feel a little bit easier, like the run's gonna run a lot smoother. Pretty nice team. It's very consistent. You don't have to worry at all, like really. Now I haven't tried this is the third rotation Doom Tower. This should be like the updated version of the Doom Tower with all the new updates and all that kind of stuff, which I don't think they really changed the Scarab King, but at the same time it's just like you know, if this is the hardest Scarab King, then this is it. There is one more Scarab King in this rotation, so I will try this. There's a decreased speed right there, so now we're golden. But I will try this team when it goes to the final Scarab King. I'll let you know how it goes. But it's the same concept. It's very easy, very easy to get. Allure and Cold Heart are and Logic. You know, they all have replacements, but it's very free to play friendly. It's not with any legendaries. It's, you know, so hopefully this helps out your guys' comps a little bit. I do know Doom Tower's been out for about a year now, so I know this content's not as new as like the Hydra, because the Hydra is out, but I'm not really that great with the Hydra yet. I can't really be confident and let you know like my strategies and stuff. But when it comes to the Doom Tower, you know, I've finished Doom Tower a couple times, so, and I figured I might as well put some content on my page about it. Alright, the shield's almost gone. Like those destroy sets are really helping out with that whole shield factor, because the shield sucks. It takes forever to get through. Oh, they got a hit. Shield must have not been reset, but then we got Reliquary Tender in there to get rid of those debuffs. Get back in that rotation. And shield's down, so now we should be able to kill him faster now. I haven't tried this with 2 cold hearts. It doesn't really work too well because I would replace Reliquary Tender. If you were going to replace anyone, it would be her. You want to have the speed lead if you don't have the right speed, but you also want to have that decreased speed so you can have that reassurance. Cold heart, you need her for the heart seeker. You could use someone else in that position for just damage, so you could replace her, but for me, I don't like to wait 20 minutes for a run. I want to be done in at least, it's going to be around 9 minutes or so probably. The important key components is someone like a lower, to where she has the decreased turn meter. So Armor, you can probably use 2 Armor. Now when it comes to logic, you have Metal Shaper, so it's a rare. So if you had like 2 Armor, Metal Shaper, Haikatune comes to you free, so you should have her by this point if you were there. Reliquary Tender is great to have too. So it's you just gotta kind of play around with what you got. Keep everyone around the same speed. So far in this fight, there was one out of rotation turn that was taken, and didn't really do too much because we had the Tender girl, Reliquary Tender in there. So. Okay, so it looks like we got 9 minutes. And that's how you do it. So about 341 turns, 9 minutes. And yeah, Cold Heart did the most. So that's my team comp. I hope this helps. This is as free to play as I can get for hard Doom Tower. Like I said, there's a couple other people that you could probably use. But this team is like a 95% win rate. There is maybe that one little bit of RNG that might work or might prevent it from working. So yeah, Hydra resets today, so I want to be jumping on that to try to learn some Hydra comps, hopefully without Shamael, but probably gonna have Shamael. So I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.